In today's video, I'm going to explain how to enjoy studying. My name is James, I'm a mechanical engineering student at the University of Manchester, and if you told me I was doing that a couple of years ago, I wouldn't have believed you. I've had dyslexia my whole life, so I've always thought of myself as someone who wasn't very academic, but I found a way to enjoy studying, and that was something that really helped me massively with my happiness, my enjoyment of life. I believe it can help you. That's why I'm making this video, and that's why this channel is to help you study and think deeper. So the first step I took to enjoy studying was taking responsibility for my learning. What I mean by this is I went out and I taught myself the whole of my A-levels. I did maths, physics and chemistry. I ended up getting 3 A stars, and I think the main lead measure for that really was me teaching myself my A-levels, because it implored like curiosity and a deeper understanding of the subject, because I used loads of YouTube videos, loads of like Google searches with random questions, and this process allowed me to teach myself and build the ability and the skill of learning and understanding hard information by myself, and not being spoon-fed information, but actually understanding it for the first time and learning how I understand stuff by asking and answering questions. That's how I understand things. And that was amazing, because I started doing that, started making flashcards, and I started enjoying the process more, and I enjoyed the actual action, because as Shakespeare says, joy in the soul lies in the doing. The second step is make hard work a game. Why hard work is so important is because when you start working hard, you start getting good, and then it becomes satisfying, and then you start to enjoy it. How I would first start doing this is I would use Anki flashcards, and this is great because you can track it, and it creates like a scoreboard of how many flashcards you do every day, and then try and compare that to what you did yesterday. And that comparison, that challenge of trying to increase the amount that you do each day and you make, actually makes it much more satisfying. For example, like when I play basketball with my friends, when we start keeping track of the score, you take it much more serious because it actually matters. And when you start doing this with your studying and you actually quantify it using something like Anki, or just measuring the amount of time you study, it becomes much more satisfying because it becomes like a game, okay? And that's what really helps me make it a habit. Another thing is compete with yourself, I would say mostly, but with your friends, with people around you. And to take this to a next level is a concept called taking souls, which I learnt from Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, his book. It's about being so incredibly good at something that the people around you can't help themselves but just stop and envy you. They don't even have to like you. It's just about earned respect. It's about achieving so much or working so damn hard at something that it breaks the people's perceptions about you and your own perceptions of you. So I'll give you a personal anecdote for this. I'd never got an A star or 100% on an exam before, so I made it my common goal every exam to try and aim for 100%. I got it a couple times, but I always fell short, okay? And why I did that and why I try to strive to excellence is not really for anyone else but me, but trying to break my own personal perceptions of myself, breaking that limiting belief of dyslexia, okay? And keeping other people's perceptions upon you, because I've been at the same school for my whole life, and all the teachers knew I had dyslexia, my friends knew, and they didn't think I was very smart. But you know what? Hard work gets you there. And if you're hardworking, you can get anywhere you want to be. And that's one thing I believed in. And the concept of taking souls was incredible, because when you start to work really hard at something, you earn respect because you achieve much more. So the concept of taking souls really helps me break the beliefs of everyone around me and work incredibly hard. The third step I'd say is state of mind. Before and after studying. So when I came home from school, I would do a workout, I would eat something, and then I'd be in a good state of mind, because when I do those two things, I'm pretty happy, okay? And then I would study until bed, and then I would have a break, I'd read a book or something to enjoy myself afterwards, and then go to sleep. Okay, and I kind of like had two healthy things to do before and after studying to keep my state of mind happy, or just go for a walk after studying or in the middle. Doing exercise really helps me with that. Going for a run in the morning, doing a workout in the evening, structures my day. Keeping good nutrition, making sure you're going outside, getting some air, just simple things like making sure you've got a good sleep pattern and making sure you've got your health right. And when you start doing these things, you can focus more intensely on your studying and you start to enjoy it much more. The fourth step I would say is focus on systems over goals. Why this is important is because you have control over the system. For example, I set a goal of getting 3 A stars in my A levels. This was a great aspirational goal, but the system I put in place to get me there was, first I made a ritual. I studied at the same time, place, every night, every day. I still do that at university. That makes me feel like when I get to that time of the day, I just feel like I need to study. It's like a weird feeling. The second thing is creating a lead measure to studying, so you can measure how much you're studying and make it score. And how I do that is I use Anki flashcards. I made a couple videos of that on my channel. And what's great is I put all my questions into Anki, all the important concepts into Anki, ask myself questions and answer those questions. And I review all of those. And eventually, when I've finished the topics, the main lead measure for me is reviewing Anki flashcards. And that's so helpful because I know when I wake up and I get to studying, I don't have to worry really about what to do. I either have to make flashcards, add flashcards, and then review flashcards, okay? And then when I've done those things, all I have to do is focus on the lead measure, which is memorizing those flashcards. And I would actually go to a step further to say that try and make a goal to increase your focus, because I think everyone's goal, really, my main goal in life is to master myself, my body, my mind. And the way you master your mind is by increasing your focus. I recommend reading Deep Work by Carl Newport, and he goes into a lot of detail, but I just want to summarize that if you focus on increasing your focus, creating a system, it'll be different for everybody to increase your personal focus, increase your depth. You get much more out of the work you put in. So I've been studying for about 4 years properly now, and I can study for about 4 hours a day and get it done, okay? But when I had to start out with, it was 8 hours a day because I wasn't as efficient, I wasn't as focused. But when you increase your focus, the depth of focus that you get into, and you're not distracted, you remove the distractions around you, it becomes very satisfying because you can get much more than you ever thought you could. And it's a big challenge to wake up every day to do that and master oneself. So I hope this video helps you enjoy studying much more. I'm James. Give me an email, a comment, anything that you'd like help with. I will try and answer it as quickly as possible. As always, please give a like and subscribe if you like the video. And thank you very much for watching. If you stayed this long, thank you, and hope this video helps you. Have a beautiful rest of your week, have a beautiful Christmas, and thank you. See you later. Peace.